Nobody talks about having to work with your spouse, and your spouse is a partner, and especially if you don't have a partner right now, and then you got to start dealing with a partner when you're. For me, I make all the fucking decisions.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting pushback. Oh my god! So and then you got to create a new ebb and flow with that person.
Mm-hmm.
Have you encountered the same things?
Yeah, you know, I have.
I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something back. Just for me, that's what it's like. It's a little bit different. And again, well, some entrepreneur. I know Pace talks about it with his wife, and I think they're a great combo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but him and then Sean Whalen and his girl and his wife do stuff, but I don't listen to theirs. But like, it's hard because generally, when you get into entrepreneurship, your significant other's like the first one to hop in with you.
Yeah, I don't know how long. I don't know who. Well, I mean, I know Pace was doing. You know, he was a general contractor, right? And then I don't know how long Laura was a licensed agent before him getting it. Was she there? Was she an agent before him moving over to the wholesale sub 2 side of it? Or
yeah, I believe so.
Because the only reason I say that is only because her getting her license, you got to understand, like, when you're an agent, if she's whether she's with a brokerage or not, but she almost was able to develop herself as an agent. And once you bring those two worlds together, she already has her own like swag to her with like
this is my shit
on the realtor or the retail side of it. Like, this is my shit. This is what I do. Like, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, people who are close to us that we all know, like you talk about Darren and Cam Wade, right? I believe they got into real estate around the same time. And so everyone can see just like how awesome they are, you know, now together. And again, this is no conversation that I've had with them, but just like any couple, you know, they have their ups and downs. But I honestly feel like if you're a significant other to another investor or anything like that, and you look at them two, it can be overwhelming, but you also have to understand that she's been able to cut her teeth as a licensed realtor for a while. So getting into the Airbnb and the investment side of it and stuff like that, like she understands having to time block or, you know, understanding that sometimes you can't control everything. So a lot of the difficulties I think that we would have with a significant other who's not in the business or the area that we're in, a lot of the issues that you'll initially run into, you can't look at more invested couples at the time and see them and be like, well, they're able to do it, because there's a lot of lessons in order to be able to thrive and grow together. And so my wife's been my biggest support system
of all time.
But I've also mentally, I've changed a lot. And you really have to be cognizant and really understand that you can outgrow that relationship in a sense of like, if it's not deeper than just, you know, other things. Like me and my wife have a great connection.
You can still do it though.
You 100%. But what I'm saying is, like, mentally, there's point in times where I got to understand that she's invested into me, right? And poured into me being able to grow so that our family can grow. And what ends up taking place is I do grow, but you can't get upset when the other person hasn't had as much development in that space as you have.
Yep.
So you have to, at that point, reach down and pull them up
and guide them.
And the only how you can do that is by not getting upset and honestly letting go. And I think that's something that me and my wife ran into with her now taking over the Airbnb thing. And that was a discussion that we had, like, hey, this is you. And I said, you know, I get it that for me, I'm used to running everything. And so I make the decisions. I dictate the flow and the speed in which things take place. I can't do that over here. I may not agree with what she believes comes first and then what comes second. And I can't always voice that, you know, that thought. I can't always voice like, well, I think that you should do this, and then this, because it saves time here, because I'm coming from a lot more experience in something else. I have to allow her to be able to almost fail and then look back on it and not be like, oh, I told you so. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not being a great partner. You know, I'm not looking to be right, but I do understand that I have to allow her to be able to go through her bumps and bruises and grow. And that always can't be me saving her, which is hard as a husband.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be there to protect her.
Yeah.
But sometimes protecting, just like your children, is by letting them fail.
my biggest fear, I think, would be outgrowing my significant other. And I was DM's biggest thing is, bro, my biggest fear is outgrowing my wife. It's like we spend so much time in growth. Think about how much time you spend just trying to fucking grow. To where generally, if you're the ones initiating the entrepreneurship thing, like you're the one who's trying to fucking grow.
Yeah.
Like you're the one who's trying to like claw all the info I can possibly take and throw it all in here. I'm growing. The other person may not just be on that vibe. So you got to find out a way to like, how can you?
Yeah.
I've been blessed, and you've been blessed with people who are about it. They want to grow more. They want to do. I'd say that's my biggest fear.
You start doing a journey together, like you guys have. You guys started going on masterminds and stuff like that together, and something different. Like what me and my wife do, like it's not even like. Honestly, we start looking at, okay, like where's our future? Like where do we see us investing more? Like, yes, we have Airbnb. Yes, we have the wholesale side of it, but like, what are we gonna build our legacy off of? Like, what is it that is something that we can do that we both still love, that I don't have a bunch of knowledge in already, where I'm not upset with you about not knowing?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And so I would, I guess my advice would really be finding something within the fields that you. I mean, I know real estate, right? But there's different ends to real estate that you don't know everything about, or you don't know a lot about. And so I'm all for learning a new buying strategy, or whether it be buying mobile homes, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I'm all for doing something like that I know nothing about, that me and my wife both can go to a mastermind on and learn about together, because now we get to grow in that industry together.
Yeah.
But we still have, and I still have prior knowledge of real estate or a transaction in general. I just may not know how to put together that deal, but I understand the concept of putting a deal together. And so I can take that experience with my wife, and my wife throw the deal together. I help her fucking package it, and then boom.
100%. Do you have anything else you want to cover? That was just a topic. Yeah, I mean, if we're going through it, right? And Kalani, I love you, but I know I'm an asshole, right? Like we're so used to one way of operating to where we have to grow as humans to make that better.